Hello friends, welcome you all to my YouTube channel, and the topic for today video is XPath access. As I have already talked about the web element locator, different web element locators and XPath, that is absolute and relative XPath. Today it is also a part of XPath, but it is the XPath access. So let's define it first. What XPath access basically? XPath access are represent to a relationship between context node or referred node. So let's understand what it is basically. Whatever the context node is or whatever the current node is, XPath access will help us to find out the relationship to that current node, to that context node. So by using the XPath access, we can find out, we can inspect the dynamic web elements. So basically it helps us to find out the to inspect the dynamic web element. And XPath access is a kind of mixture of relative and absolute XPath. And if we scroll down in this document, we can see the names of different XPath access like self, child, descendant, parent, ancestor, following, preceding, all that. And if you go for the definition, that what is the description, what is self? Self is the current node or the context node is called the self. Child is when we have in the next whatever node we have next to the current node, that is the child, and whatever node we have back the back to the current node, that is the parent node. And descendant is the following nodes, and ancestor is the preceding nodes. So here if we going forward to the nodes, those will be the descendant or the following nodes, and if we are going backward, then those nodes will be the ancestor or the preceding nodes. And here you can find the description of whatever I have told you here for the relationship, and this description has been given over here also. If you scroll down here a little bit more, you can see they have used this star. This star is basically to test the node, and it is called the wildcard also. If you put two columns after child, you can see all the that this wildcard can select all the child nodes in that related to your context node. And if you put this star after your ancestor, then it will select all the ancestor nodes that is next to your context node. So that much this is given in this way to tutorial for XPath access, and it is sufficient to understand what XPath access basically is. And if we go to the to any website, like let's go to this CNN breaking news. So here you see there are so many sections. If we do Control Shift and C, you can see that there are many sections. This is a different section, this is the different section, this is the news are like in different sections over there. So if we want to inspect this web element, it is and we are using absolute XPath or relative XPath, that XPath may break later on, and it will not give us the exact value if we will use the same code later on. So this kind of new sections are basically having different dynamic web elements. And to inspect these dynamic web elements, we need to take the help from the XPath access. So right now this news is over here, but after 2-3 hours it can go to any section. That's why these are the dynamic sections, and the web element that are needed to inspect here are the dynamic web elements. So if we want to find out the relationship, if we want to find out the XPath for this particular one, let me close this. For this particular section, then what we need to do is we need to find out the section wise. Let's try to find this out. If we go here and we just want to select this section, what we need to do is let's go. We need to find by selecting this one. It is selecting a whole section, we do not need this. Let's go down. Oh yeah, we find here. So this section over here representing this one, right? we lost that one again. Okay, let's go down. Okay, here, this one, I think, yes, this one. So what we need to do is this will be the context node, or we can use it, we can use this one as the current node. Hey, yeah, so let's copy the value of this one, copy, and here the tag is article and the attribute is class. So what we need to do next is we can do Control F and we can start writing the relative XPath. So what we'll be using, we use article, and after article the square bracket and @ class, and equals to, we need to give the value in single quotes, so it is 1 of 1. After that we need to find out the relationship of this node to this section. So where this section is, if we go down in this one, where we can find this section is here in this strong. So this is the section over here. What we need to do now, we need to find out the relationship with this current node to this node strong. So if we saw here, you can see this one having the relationship in which this section, we need to find out the relationship with this div. So this div is the child of this article. Let's put it here, and what we need to do is we have a parent-child relationship. So what we will be doing, single slash, and we need to write down child, and then the double time, or not semicolon, the colon, double colon, and then we can check star. Oh yes, there are two child with that one. There are two child of this section. So one is A and another one is div. So what we need to do, because the star can select this wildcard, star can select all the child of this this tag, this article, and here if we have put it star, it has selected 2, 1 of 2. So but what, in which section we are interested in, which tag we are interested in this div. So what we need to do is remove this star and we will write down div. So it has gone to this div, and after this div, where we need to go, after this div we want to go to this one. So what is the relationship of this strong this to this div? Here this div has relationship to these div. This is like a parent-child relationship, but this again, if we want to check out with this strong, the relationship with ancestor and descendant relationship, but because as we are going down in the document, so this will be the descendant. So again what we need to do is put a single slash over there and put descendant, 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 and then again 2 colon, and we can use star again. So you see there are 15 descendant of that one. And one more thing we can do, by using that star we can use this, we can check the spell mistake also, spell check also. Let's see if I do A over there, so we found 0 of 0. So what we need to do is we can, by using that star, that wildcard, we can do the spell check also, and also we can check the relationship of the node is correct or not. These things we can do to check the good relationship in the XPath axis. So let's remove the star, and what we need to find out, we need to find out this one, this strong. We can simply write down strong over there, strong. So we see that here after putting that strong over there, this relationship is 1 of 1. Let's select this one and let's go to our coding. So in the coding part, I have already created the class. I have already created the class name as XPath access, and in this XPath access I have the methods, that is init method and also the test method. So for the test method I have given the name XPath access, and here I have already declared the WebDriver globally, and in our test I have called the init method. I am not using the tear down method here because just we are doing the practice for our for the XPath, for writing the XPath. So what we need to do here is driver dot find element, and then by dot XPath selected, and our that double quote, and here we need to paste our path, and after that if we want go there. Let me check. We go there. What we need to do is we need to do the action. Now the action, what we want to do, we want to click on that news and then semicolon and then go back and let's save it. Just once you save it, execute it, run as test-ng. We have our browser got launched. We are here on this main news and it should click on this particular news. Yes, it has clicked on that one. The current status, it is on the Colorado River and Lake. Wait a second. Is it the page that we wanted? Let me close it manually and let's go there. And this is the news, right? And we want to click here. If we click here, let's see where it will take us. Let's close this one also. We want to go to this one. Yeah, the latest on the Colorado River and Lake Mead report. Yeah, the same page it has taken us. So let's run that one more time, execute it. Yes, if we have executed, our browser got launched and it has to take us to the same page as we are seeing in the main one. Let's check which pro number is Lake Mead. The latest on the Colorado River and Lake Mead. Okay, so it should have also gone there. Yeah, this has taken us, our WebDriver also has taken us to the same page. So our code is, our XPath relation is working nicely over here. The example that I have shown in this video is the child and descendant. The same way you can use following and preceding also. If we are going forward in the XML document, then we will use following and following, the name of the axis will be following, and if we are going backward, the name of the axis will be preceding and ancestor. But if we are going forward, then we need to use following and descendant. So I hope this video is really helpful for the good knowledge of XPath access. Guys, thank you very much for watching it. Please do like, share and subscribe.